This father held a hospital hostage to save his son's life. In 2015, George Pickering faced every parent's worst nightmare. His 27-year-old son, George Pickering III, was hospitalized in Houston, Texas after suffering a severe stroke. Doctors told the family the unthinkable: his son was brain dead and life support should be removed. The hospital even began preparing for organ donations. But George didn't believe it. He was convinced his son still had a chance. Desperate to protect him, George made a bold and dangerous decision. He brought a gun to the hospital and entered his son's room. Holding the staff and law enforcement at bay, George began interacting with his son, urging him to respond. For 3 tense hours, a SWAT team surrounded the hospital. During the standoff, George begged his son to show any sign of life. And against all odds, George III did. He squeezed his father's hand. It was a moment that proved he wasn't brain dead after all. Eventually, George surrendered to the police, but his actions forced a reassessment of his son's condition. As days passed, George III's recovery defied expectations. He eventually woke up and made a significant recovery thanks to his father's unrelenting belief. George Pickering faced legal consequences for his actions, but he never regretted his decision. To him, saving his son's life was completely worth it all.